Hey guys, Kevin from Miku here. Thank you as always for watching my newest video. I'm very sorry that I haven't published any video for a pretty long time, but trust me, there's a very good reason for it, and here it comes. You guys remember my event reports, where I am at the events and film there and then post it online? Well, nothing of the sorts this year because I wasn't able to attend. Like pretty much everybody outside of Japan, you weren't even allowed to enter Japan and they didn't even sell tickets to foreigners. Surprisingly enough, they still held the event. And since Mirai is incredibly dear to my heart, I still thought that even in this situation, I wanna make a video on it. So, well, here it is, and they even streamed one of the concerts for a small fee live, and, well, that means I was kind of there after all. Totally not late with this video anyway, so I'm presenting with a similar type video. I will go over both the expo and then the concert. I actually filmed myself watching it live for the first time, so I will give you some of the highlights from that. At the end of the video I also quickly comment on a different Miku event that has happened, a very interesting AR live that was held during Christmas time, as well as a brief outlook on Miku in 2021. So let's jump into this magical place. Since I wasn't able to attend myself, I instead picked out a lot of pictures from Twitter and sorted them into categories and will be commentating over them. Trust me, I went over a lot of pictures and picked out the best ones. I think this will still be a lot of fun. Starting with what you see first, the entrance signs. A nice welcome as it is every year, great design this year of course. I focused more on pictures from Osaka, which was first anyway, livestream based off that too, but not too much difference apart from a separate winter design and exclusive merch. Wonder why they even bothered having English there at the bottom, pretty much an all Japanese event, very sad. Miku gets one too as it was her anniversary and of course a different design for the winter event in Tokyo. The venue, maybe much more interesting if you have been there before, but since both places are absolutely sacred to me and I have so many amazing memories of times during events there, it is bittersweet to see. Definitely less crowded this year due to the situation, but still not empty. What is it all about? Right, merch. I can't assume Krypton lost much money in 2020 at all. As was the original plan anyway, their split event meant even more different merch. Shame I missed out on so much, but feels wrong having much from an event I couldn't attend anyway. My wallet is happy for it. Still some cool stuff here for sure. Most viewers probably know that plushie are my absolute weakness. I love them. Quite obvious I think. So it's a big shame regardless this new event exclusive gift plushie isn't mine yet, but I will most likely get her this year if I can go to Mirai. They usually resell the Mirai ones there. An absolute cutie, and even Luca got a new one. Sega presented a prototype of a new prize plushie due to be available at Kate sometime this year too. As it was about Miku, she got parts of the expo dedicated to herself. Nice to see, but a shame she didn't get an even better figure. The Miku ones lately are on a whole different level. Still nice to see and a big shame I had to miss celebrating her big time to shine. After all, they are all part of a family I care for deeply. The expo looked similar to the other years except for the fact that it appears far less crowded. A result of corona guidelines and surely also many people who didn't want to make it because of it. Naturally including any foreign visitors that have been quite a big part more and more every year, especially Chinese fans that of course were not allowed to even immigrate into Japan. Just all feels so wrong. Miku manages to cure this sad reality by her radiant presence all the more, the usual character paperboards, flags and more included. The highlight of the expo has definitely not disappointed, the life-size Miku statue. The Osaka one especially looks absolutely stunning, even in pictures. Perfect design and flawless recreation. I hope they store each year's one safely. Just look at her. I made sure to select many pictures of this one. And oh, remember now here, I did not take these pictures, this one included. I am not the pervert here. Miku was enshrined nicely, fitting the theme, even if I'm sure she would have loved many more people to see her like this. The rest of the crew were behind her in their paper versions. Tokyo's figure was an eye-catcher too, don't get me wrong. I'm just more of a fan of very colorful designs. Still, she also was absolutely dazzling and her eyes could probably charm just about anybody. Let's head to the concert. First with a quick look on the hall. The setup with the chairs is no change from the norm, but the 50% capacity only rule surely was. Didn't even feel all that empty in the recording. Still nice to see relatively many people celebrating Miku even in 2020. They made up for possible losses by having more concerts than usual regardless, 3 instead of 2 per day. I will cover my reaction to the live in a bit, but first a quick look on some official pictures. These colorful lights sure are a staple of Mirai atmosphere and made me very nostalgic. Then there is Miku in her amazing 2 event costumes from Osaka and Tokyo respectively, and a much talked about highlight, a Snow Miku song from the Tokyo concert with yet another super cute Miku. At the end they did in fact confirm next year's event. a relief with much hope to being there again, even if I was initially disappointed not being back for a summer visit in Japan. Absolutely the connection I have with attending Miku events. Oh well, at least that increases the chances of an event back to normal and overseas people being able to attend again. Maybe a big reason they scheduled it like this anyway. I hope the world can make it, and I can too. Some personal reasons might make this difficult for me that late in the year, but I will try absolutely everything making it there, believe me. Missing 1 year made me miss Japan and especially Mirai so much more than usual. Yes, even after so many years that feeling has not changed for me. Even if I make very few videos lately, that is unrelated to that fact. Anyway, I am rambling. Quick look on the band. Magni didn't play for the first time since 2015, since she was pregnant, but instead we got two very talented different ladies as her temporary replacement for Osaka and Tokyo. This year, presumably, is the stuff checking out their own live stream. That's it with the look at Mirai, but let's have a quick glance at another extra event that took place. Tsunagado Mirai is an amazing event where usually fans celebrate Miku and themselves in a great after-party post-concerts. This year they had to understandably cancel that, but it still took place as an online event instead, with DJs being streamed live. Very tough to see the very same place I had the absolute time of my life in 2019 celebrating so empty. Let's end the segment with a look at a handful of cute Mirai related illustrations. I especially like the one with all of the Mirai designs next to each other. And yes, the Blu-ray I will be reviewing is out for pre-order, but for some reason the Amazon Japan one isn't yet available for international commitments, something that was always possible and even still is for previous years, just not this current one. I know there are other places to get it from, but only Amazon gives me a hassle-free customs experience to ship to Germany, and I will only resort to shops like AmiAmi as a last resort option. So that's the expo. I'm surprised looking at the script myself. Lengthwise, I thought initially this video would be way shorter, but oh well. Let's get to the concert. No in-depth analysis here. I will save that for my actual Miku live review later down the road. But I hope you will still enjoy my actual live reaction. That's something that would have never been possible in any other circumstance anyway. So here we go. Not in Japan, unfortunately, but I'm still ready to watch the live stream. Still try and enjoy it live at least. And yeah, that's all I can do is pretending that I'm there and watching the live stream that I'm glad they're providing. So let's see what new stuff we will find. It literally just starts as I switch on the camera. What a weird year. And yet the Japanese still have Mirai. Some Naga Sensation song. Miku. So I guess they're not using exclusively the the new model they had. It's something this. Disco? Oh, yeah, I think I know the song. No, yeah, look at this. What? That's weird. How do they do that? It must be, I think just for the stream, I think. And I was just talking about how they not use the new model, but well, never mind. Why do they sometimes use and sometimes don't for new songs? And look at all these people. Corona, and there are restrictions there, but they still have a concert. So for paid stream, not that good honestly, because sometimes it keeps that thing. And reloading, refreshing seems to fix it. Miku 15th anniversary! Oh, changed me first. I guess it's getting more than one. Miku is actually getting a nice song, Amazing Dolls. I hope for that for like several years actually. So yeah, finally. And then it's in Land too, so it makes sense. Yeah, they're definitely gonna play that again, like next year. Oh, they didn't play the sound effects. Oh, she loves singing. She's happy too that people listening to her. Very fun so far. For me. Hi. Time for me. Nani? guess that they use it for these kind of songs. With, yeah.
When you said I didn't like.
Yeah, I thought it's kind of slower. Yay! Of course, it was also on the CD, but still, it's amazing that this is being played live. It was one of my favorite Land songs for a long time. Well, it still is.
That looks nice.
Yeah. Wait, now they also have this melody. That's a world premiere. But not the right Vocaloids. It never ends. Too far, Mirai. Oh, there, I guess.
We'll miss it if they don't show it.
No, I think it's the last song. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, so pretty. But without teams and without much cheering. Oh, what a year.
What an awful year.
Man, so pretty, so cute. 2020.
No cheer.
No Oktoberfest. Oh. But the Mirai. Atashimo. Mirai 2020 will always be in memory as a very weird Matika Mirai indeed. Just a very general opinion now. They did very well given the situation, though it breaks my heart seeing how quiet it had to be. Like, many songs just live for the audience interaction or the cheering, and of course that wasn't possible to happen this year. Especially songs like the theme song, Aisa de Nakte Mo I, they just have to return. They will be so much better with the proper crowd interaction. They had a much shorter concert that better not become the norm either, but assuming that was just given the situation, I don't think I can complain. They had lots of nice classic songs that were different from day to day too, like the previous years, and also a mix of brand new songs, some that were teased on the CD before, and some complete surprises. So business as usual. I don't think I was lacking in quality compared to any previous year at all. It will be quite difficult for them in 2021 because there's so many songs that just have to return, especially like new additions that many people didn't get to actually experience, like Kimipedia and also Gimme Gimme, while still having new songs. I assume they want to do that, so that will be quite tricky. And the theme song for sure. I even have some hopes for Urotanda to be played next year. I mean, Miku got amazing dolls, and next year I think they will focus on Kaito for his anniversary, so it's not out of the question, would be pretty cool. So all in all, they did pretty darn well for 2020 especially. I could say much more about all of this, but I will save that for later, as I said. And oh, for Hand in Hand, they even had short videos that fans were able to send in to support Ogden's screen. Assuming they picked different ones for each concert, I still have some hope my edition was up there at one of the concerts, which would make me very happy having been there at least in some shape or form. Maybe even on the Blu-ray release? Here is my silly version I sent in anyway. Only loosely related to the rest of the video, I wanted to give a quick opinion on the recently streamed Miku with You event, a series that they held in the last few years in China in an actual venue. Not this year though. They had a virtual AR live instead. Very cool idea given the situation especially. The actual band playing live and Miku pretty much edited in. Had some glitches like weird shaking, but was mostly real nice. For the first time ever we even get to see the models in concert in better quality. Just a cool idea doing this, even incorporating AR effects that would not have been possible in real life. They better have something like this for the Miku Expo Online Live in terms of quality later this year. After all, they raised quite a bit of money. Don't wanna go into more detail. Just a nice mixed concert of real old stuff, relatively old Mirai classics and songs from the current Mirai, which is also why I won't review those songs and performances now, as I will get to those in my Mirai review in a few months. Just to quickly point out, just like in Mirai, highlights definitely include Amazing Dolls and Gimme Gimme. And Poka Poka no Hoshi, a super cute performance, which was also on the Tokyo setlist, not the one that was streamed. I even have to admit, since this was a concert for China, there were some Chinese songs. And you remember my history of disliking Miku singing in that language? Well, I'm still not a fan, but those songs were honestly pretty good. That's pretty much the end of the video. I'm glad that even in the cursed year 2020 was, we still got so much cool stuff. Let's hope for a quick recovery in 2021, and yeah, so let's end with a very quick prediction. Apart from offline events being real difficult to plan, I think it's pretty much business as usual for Krypton. They have nice things lined up, like the just officially successful fundraising campaign about Miku Expo Online to stream it live, then of course also lots of merch coming, and they even still plan on holding Snow Miku, though I assume it will still be with many restrictions. But speaking of Mirai, the most important event in my opinion, being that late in the year scheduled, I have high hopes that it will be able to go back to a normal event. They will even sell tickets again to foreigners, and if so, it won't be just a celebration of Miku, no. It will be a massive celebration of everybody coming back together again, literally celebrating Miku and themselves hand in hand again. Because that is a big part of what Miku is all about, and I can't wait to be back. I will stay cautiously optimistic. We all really need it. Anyway, so that is the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, you know what is coming, you can skip that if you want, you can give it a thumbs up, comment, share with your friends, and of course subscribe to my channel to never miss another Miku video again. They might be rare, I'll say this the last few years, but whatever, sometimes as you can see, they're coming, so just look forward to next time. My next video will most likely be about the full review of Magica Mirai 2020, a very weird event but still worthy of being talked about in all detail. I think you can see these events mean to me a lot. So yeah, that just leaves to me the end thing, you know, the thing, you know what's coming? It is, have a nice Miku day!